ask Mr. Jim Butler to come up and explain a little about our band program. Mr. Butler is our band director.
Thank you, Phil. My involvement in HSMA began, I lost track of the years really, but I think it was about 1997. At that time, I had a son and a daughter who had joined the band. And at that time, we had one band and we had one string orchestra, and that was it. And it made for an interesting program because we had some students who were really quite accomplished in these groups and others that were barely more than beginners, and they were all playing in the same group together. And so usually what we did, I wasn't a conductor at that time, I was just playing my horn in the back with the kids. And Mr. O'Donnell and Mr. Paul Case were the conductors. And at that time, we would have rehearsals in different locations. On one week, we would meet at the First Baptist Church in St. John's, and Mr. Case would conduct the band. And then on alternate weeks, we would have rehearsals at Maranatha Baptist Church in Lansing, and Mr. O'Donnell would direct those. And I think when they chose music, they tried to kind of shoot the middle, something that wasn't so terribly easy for the more advanced players and something that wasn't overly difficult for the young players. But that's how we kind of struggled along. And then we had this brilliant idea that maybe we should start teaching beginning students. And that's when Mr. O'Donnell began teaching beginning band every week, and that was sort of as far as our enrollment goes, probably the most significant thing that we've ever done is because there were a lot of people who wouldn't sign up because their kids didn't know how to play, and then when they found out they could teach them right from the very beginning stages. Here, onward they came, and Mr. O'Donnell, and I think, did Mrs. Simpson teach the beginners, or did, at that time for the strings?
The next year, Mrs. Simpson said, wow, that worked so well for a band, let's do it for the strings too. So we started beginning strings the next year.
Oh, that was the following year then, okay. Well, that's when the program increased from about 40 kids or something to into the hundreds. And that was a very important moment for us. But as our numbers expanded and we started new groups, we had then a beginning band, then we started a concert band, and then we started a cadet band after that. So we had 4 different levels, and so the beginning students would be with other beginning students learning beginning music, and the more advanced students would be with other more advanced students playing more advanced music, and things just sort of took off from there. But at the base of all this was the man who starts people from scratch, Mr. O'Donnell, and he's done a marvelous job for us throughout the years in that capacity. And so that's just the string programs have expanded much the same way. You know, we have beginning strings, intermediate strings, and a junior orchestra, and it helps us to place students on an appropriate level, and it really helps everybody of all ages. Okay. And so I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Pat O'Donnell in the beginning band.
So we just came up with something a few minutes ago. Just in case we need this for online. We just came up with something a few minutes ago, and it was so fun, we decided we were going to do it for you, just to give you an idea of how things sounded 3 months ago.
from a couple months ago. And they've gotten so good that we've actually able to play Mozart. So our last tune will be a Mozart melody.